Hello, everyone. So we are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, and live on Twitter. So today is all about how to get an admission and scholarship if you have a 3 year HND, or if you have an HND or and an ND, and that is if you are from Nigeria. So if you have an HND, a 3 year HND, and maybe a top up, how do you apply and gain admission with a full scholarship? A major challenge that most people also have is that they have a low CGPA. So technically, most CGPAs are over 4.0 or sometimes 5.0. So if your CGPA or the calculation for your CGPA in your university is 4.0, and maybe you have 2 point something, so any CGPA below 3.0 is technically considered to be low. So if you have a CGPA below 3.0, how do you get admission with a full scholarship? And remember that if you are just tuning in, we are live on the Fred Effect YouTube channel. We are also live on the Fred Effect Facebook channel as well as on Twitter. So you can join me live by clicking on the StreamYard screen that you can see. You can also type your questions in the chat and I'll be happy to respond to them. So let me know where you are joining me from and which country you're watching me from. And you can put in your questions. I'll be happy to respond to them. So the study abroad process could be a bit challenging, but most people have also have been successful through it. I've had opportunity to assist thousands of people through the same process, and based on the experience I've gained, going through the process myself, I came here with a full scholarship, and I'm on my second master's. I just graduated on a full scholarship as well. So having the opportunity to go through this process and also assisting thousands of people through, I've gained a lot of experiences that I intend to share with you on both my YouTube channel and my other social media platforms. So if you're new, kindly do me a favor by subscribing to the TFE YouTube channel. Let me share that real quick. So this is the Fred Effect YouTube channel. If you are new, please go ahead and subscribe and be part of the family. I share a lot of insightful content on the YouTube channel that you can also benefit from. So recently I had an interview with a former visa officer who shared a lot of insight. So at a normal circumstance, you get to listen to, individuals who have gone through the process. So this time around, I spoke to the people who actually issue the visa, and he is a former visa officer. So it will be insightful to subscribe to the TFE YouTube channel so that you get a lot of tips that will help with your study abroad journey. So on this live, I'll be sharing some of the universities that are waiving application fee at the moment that you can apply to. So some of the universities have started, admitting for both the spring and fall semester 2024. And so if you get application fee waiver, it saves you a lot of money. Sometimes you don't even have the MasterCard or the Visa card or the payment method to be able to put in, the application. So some of these application fee waivers will be very helpful. So do me a favor by sharing the live so that someone else will also benefit from the insightful content and knowledge I share on this platform. And you can put in the request, I will accept, we start having a conversation. So normally, if you have a low CGPA, there are a lot of ways you can use. So the first one I'm going to talk about is transcript evaluation. So what happens is that normally in the calculation of your CGPA, if you failed some courses or maybe during maybe any of your levels, maybe level 100, level 200, first year, second year, you failed some of your courses and you had to resit for them, it is being added to the overall calculation of your cumulative CGPA. However, when you go through the transcript evaluation, the ones that you feel are taken out, so only the ones that you pass are considered, and then it left you, it sort of increases your CGPA a little bit. So if you had maybe a 2.3, there's a high possibility that you may end up getting a 2.5. Now, this option may not be free. Sometimes it's a little bit expensive. And so there are other options to consider. Two, if you also want to only apply to universities that emphatically state that, they accept a CGPA below, 3.0. So there are some university website that says that we accept a CGPA below 3.0. So those are some of the universities you should consider applying to. Now, listen, the fact that you have a CGPA which is below 3.0 does not mean you are dumb. Sometimes sickness or any other thing could happen, and that is the reason why you had a low CGPA or CGPA below 3.0. So if you are a human being and you have maybe one finger cut off, that does not make you less of a human being. Remember, you wouldn't be the first person to have a low CGPA who will gain admission and scholarship to study abroad. In fact, in the past, I have had opportunity to assist a lot of people, and now they are here on a full, they are studying abroad on a full scholarship. So you can also do it. All you need to do is to motivate yourself, get the right information, speak to the right people, and before you realize, you'll also be here. So one of the things I would want to talk about is the fact that if you have a low CGPA, you have to put extra effort into the other application document. So in terms of applying for a university, it's not only your transcript and for that matter, your CGPA, which is being considered. It is your entire application package. So, you are supposed to submit maybe 3 letters of recommendation. You're supposed to write a statement of purpose. You're also supposed to have an English proficiency letter. And if you did some other courses, your CV, those are the things you have to put a lot of effort in. Then you can take maybe 2 or 3 lines in your SOP to be able to explain the reason why you had a low CGPA, and the admissions committee would consider your overall application document and not your CGPA or your transcript alone in terms of the application process. Now, there have been instances where people with first class wouldn't get to into a program or a university where somebody with a low CGPA got into. The reason is because the admission decision is not only based on the CGPA, it is based on the entire application package you put together. So you would want to pay attention to your statement of purpose, the recommendation letters. Don't make it any general recommendation letter. You can get people to review your CV for you. Make sure your CV is on point. Other things you've done can be captured in the CV, and you stand a higher chance as compared to someone even with a higher CGPA. That does not necessarily mean that if you're watching me and you're still at the undergraduate level, you should only focus on getting a low CGPA. No, if you have a good CGPA, that is absolutely fine. But if you don't have that, and then you ended up getting a CGPA below 3.0, don't look down on yourself. Don't discourage yourself. People have done it. You wouldn't be the first person. So talk to the right people, seek for the right, information. And at the end of the day, you'll be on your way to your dream university and dream program. And of course, my team is willing to help. So at the moment, we are working on free applications for people with high school qualification and HND. Now, let me be fast to add that if you have a high school qualification and then maybe you have a D7 or E8, then there is no need worrying yourself to sit for a private exams or to re-register. Remember, with a D7 or E8, you can still gain admission and scholarship to study abroad. This is because normally in most of African countries at a high school level, you do not have an automatic transcript as it is in the undergraduate or the university or the college level. So when you revisit your school, now you have only your WASI results. So let's say you have your high school results or your WASI A level, whatever you have, and then you have maybe a D7 or E8 in any of the courses. When you go back to your high school, they are going to give you a good transcript, and then you get reference or recommendation letters. Now my team is doing this for free, so you just have to get these documents, submit it to the team, and this is how to get in touch with us. So you can click on this link that I'm sharing on the screen to be able to schedule an appointment. We discuss the entire process with you, and you may be the one who would benefit at the end of the day on your way to securing a scholarship and an admission to study abroad. So if you are watching me, welcome to the Fred Effect. We are the team is made up of a dedicated individuals who are focused on empowering millions through education abroad. So put in the request if you want to have a conversation and we can start talking. Let me see who I have here. So I have a couple of comments. Put in your comment. If you're watching me live on Facebook, you can follow the page and also type in your question. I'll be happy to respond to it. There is a link that you can easily click on to join and we can have a conversation. If you want to have a private one-on-one conversation, you can click, you can use the link I'm displaying on the screen to be able to schedule so that we have a conversation. All right, let's see who I have here. Dennis, how you doing?
Hello, sir. Please, I'm good and you.
Thank you for joining. Yeah, I'm okay. Please go ahead with your question.
Okay, please, I have a very sensitive question I wanted to ask. It has
All right.
been baffling my mind for some time,
Okay.
and then I want you guys to help me. Okay, so the question is that I my my dad my dad got an agent for me who is in Germany who
Mhm.
applied for a school for me. I've sent him my transcripts. I don't have a D in my WASI certificate. I don't have a D. It's the lowest one was C, and then I've sent it to him. Um, I've sent my recommendation letter. I've sent my transcripts. It's a very good transcript. There is only one E8 in it when I was in third level, when I was in Form 3. Yeah. And then he sent me a message that he want a sponsorship. I sent him a sponsorship. He did everything. And then he sent me a message that um I'll pay 300 cities, the $300 for the school for the visa. The school process the visa for me. It's a college, a health college school and other things. So I wanted to know how legit that would be. He sent me all the documents and everything. I wanted to know how legit that would be. If
So,
there's
which
something possible like
which
that,
country I see applying to?
please, it's Canada.
Oh, okay. So, unfortunately, I cannot speak on how legit or you know, how somebody doing his business is not legit, right?
And please,
I
the name of
have
the school is Western
relax,
College
take your time,
Community School.
take your time. So I'm not privy to the conversation you're having with this individual, so I wouldn't be able to see whether the person is legit or not. If you have wanted to ask any specific questions, then I'll be happy to respond. But since you have the person is into his or her business and you are dealing with such an individual, I wouldn't be able to sit on my platform and tell you somebody is illegit or not legit when I don't
Okay,
have
please.
enough information about the person. So let's talk to Kojo. Kojo, how are you doing? Kojo, you have to unmute yourself. How you doing?
Hello, Fred. I'm fine. And you, good evening.
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you for asking. Please go ahead.
All right. I hold a bachelor's degree in social work. Um, I majored in social work and I did sociology as a minor.
Right.
I'm working in the Ministry of Health as an administrative manager. Last year, I applied to Purdue University Fort Wayne. I,
Okay.
I I had admission to pursue MBA, but unfortunately, it came with no funding.
Right.
So I am quite from the I've been following your videos and your teachings and all that. So I emailed the program director, and he mentioned that it is very competitive, and they have only one GA for the whole academic year.
Okay.
So I had to I deferred the program till next year. So I also chanced upon. So I had the thought to apply to academic program rather than the professional ones.
Right.
So I chanced on MA professional communication
Okay.
in the same university.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm currently putting in my application. But however, what I'm interested now is I would like to find out some other, if you can recommend to me some other universities that give generous funding. So I want to switch from the administration, then go to the like academic programs. Then later I can get back on track, either with my social work or even sociology.
Okay. So with social work and sociology, to be very honest with you, it's easy to get scholarships to any university, for that program. So what you have to understand is I can give you a list of schools. You need to get a pen and a paper to be writing them down. But
Okay.
in order to know whether a university has will grant you admission and also has scholarships available, you need to speak with the HOD. So I can give you a list of schools that have already assisted people there who are on a full scholarship. So what we'll do is that identify the email address of the HOD, right? When you do that, then you send the director an email. My name is this person. I have this qualification. I'm interested in this program. I want to know if I'll be considered for admission. I want to know if there are scholarships available for me as an international applicant. So you are going to get a feedback whether they do have or not. Remember to attach a copy of your transcript and at least your CV, so that they can look at it before they go out. So let me give you a list of schools that you can target.
Okay.
So, you can target Ohio University.
Ohio.
Yes, Ohio University is one of the schools you can look at. We can
Okay.
also look at social work. You can look at East Tennessee State University. They also have
Tennessee?
they have a
Okay.
sociology program.
Okay.
So East Tennessee State University, and there is also University of Kentucky for social work. So because you want to switch to other fields, right?
Yeah.
What you can do is that you have a first choice program. So now what you're telling me is that you want sociology, social work. So there are other programs that you can look at. So apart from sociology and social work, you can have 3 backup plans so that you broaden your scope.
Okay, so now I'm considering communication.
Okay, so good. If it is communication, then the university that you mentioned, Purdue University, I've been to their campus a couple of times, and I know a lot of people there with full scholarship in there. They call their program professional communication.
Yes,
So
yes.
you can email the HOD of the department, share your transcript with him or her first, and then you can go ahead. So if it is communication, you can also look at Southern Illinois University. They have 2 campuses. One is Edwardsville, and then
Southern.
yes, I can be typing them in the chat. I think that will help. So
Okay.
Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville, and another one will be Southern Illinois University, Carbondale.
Southern Illinois, Carbon. Okay.
Yes. So let's talk to another person. Hi, how you doing? I can't hear you. So if you could speak up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you doing also?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you for asking. Please go ahead.
Yeah, please. My question is, I have an HND in building technology and a top up in quantity surveying and construction economics.
Okay.
But I've been trying to apply to schools to do civil engineering, concentration in construction management, but it's not working. Now, sometimes they tell me that I don't have the background in civil engineering, so they don't give me the admission. I actually don't know what to do. Like,
so are you? So you said you have HND, right?
Yeah, in building technology.
And this is a 3-year HND.
Yes, please.
So what are you looking at? Are you applying for masters or you're applying for undergrad?
I'm applying for masters because I have a top-up degree in quantity surveying.
Okay. So
yeah.
Have you evaluated the 2 transcripts?
No, I've not done that.
Okay, so that may be the challenge. Let me explain a little bit to you. So you have your HND in Ghana, right?
Yes, please.
So me as a Ghanaian, if you tell me you have an HND, 100%, I understand. But if you tell a white man that an HND and a top up, it's a bit difficult for them to appreciate or understand your qualification, right?
Okay, sir.
So
Yes.
In order to make it simple, so at the moment as we speak, you have a 3-year bachelor's, a 3-year HND transcript.
Yes, please.
The next thing is how many years was your top up? 2 years of top up, right?
Yeah, 2 years top up.
So if you tell me this qualification as a Ghanaian, I understand it, but it's confusing to the admissions committee who may not understand, our qualification. Do you get it? So what you have to do is to go through what we call the transcript evaluation. So when you are applying, now you have 2 separate CGPAs, one from your top up, one from your HND. You have 2 separate transcripts, one from your top up, one from your HND. So which one should they use to, work on your application? So if you're able to evaluate your transcript the two different transcripts are going to be combined so that at the end of the day, you have one CGPA they can work with. And they also have one transcript that is the evaluated transcript they can work with. In that case, it makes it easily understandable. I don't know if I'm making sense. Oh man, I can't hear you. Your mic. Okay, so our brother Foster is having issues with the microphone. All right, let's talk to another person. Hi, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I like your headset. Go
Thank
ahead
you.
with the question.
I would like to know what is the GPA that the University of USA need in order to get the admission? Because I have tried a lot of opportunity to get
Right.
admission in US. I have been used the Common App. I continue to get the rejection. So I would like to know what the things can I do in order to make a stronger than before application that I have been
All right.
sent.
Which country are you talking to me from?
I'm from Kigali, Rwanda.
Rwanda. Okay. So, what is your highest academic qualification that you're applying with?
I have been applied in undergrad.
Oh, okay. So you have a high school qualification.
Yeah.
Okay. So in terms of so it means that all these while you've been applying for an undergraduate application. Awesome. So in Rwanda, is English the first language?
It is the language that is used in education system.
So it means that all your courses, your transcripts, everything is in English, right?
Right.
Okay. So what you have to understand is that in terms of applying from high school to undergraduate, if you want to increase your chances of getting a good scholarship, you need to get your transcript from your high school. You need your certificate, you need your reference letters, and an English proficiency letter, which you are going to get from your high school. So it's just a one-page document which says that you did all your courses in English, so you can write and speak English proficiently. The most important thing to help you get a full scholarship will be a SAT, what we call the SAT or ACT scores. So that is an exams that mostly if you're able to sit for that and get good scores, it increases your chances of getting a full scholarship. So if you are interested in a partial scholarship, that is absolutely fine. You can contact my team and then we will be happy to work on that for you. But if you have the SAT or ACT scores, if you link up with our team, we'll be able to help you secure a full scholarship.
Okay.
All right, let's talk to another person. Imano, how are you doing? Imano, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yes, please, let's go ahead with your question.
Please, I want to know which college or university will help purchase my degree or master's in IT, which college or university in Canada or US?
What qualification do you hold at the moment?
HND.
Okay, do you have a top-up as well?
No, not yet.
So you have like a 3-year HND, right?
Yes.
Do you plan, evaluating your transcript? Like, do you want to go through the transcript evaluation?
I have my transcript already.
Yeah, I know. But you see, you want a master's degree, or are you thinking of undergrad?
Any of it, like either master's or maybe undergrad, any of it, any which is available with maybe scholarship with it will be fine for
Yes.
me.
So any of them is feasible, just that the processes work differently. So the process you're going to use to get admission for, masters with full scholarship, if you have an HND, is different from when you want to go for undergraduate. So if you tell me what you want to do, I'll be able to explain to you because there are also a lot of people that I need to talk to as well.
Okay, let's go with the undergrad.
Okay, so in terms of the undergrad, so assuming you were supposed to apply to any university in Ghana, you'll be going for a top-up, right? So which means that you will not start from level 100. You'll be starting from level 300. So the same way, if you're applying for an undergrad here, over here they call it a transfer. So you will not be starting afresh. You'll not be starting from the first year. You'll be starting from a third year as a transfer student. Am I making sense?
Yes, please.
Good. So if that is the case, my team could take your document and work on your application for you for free. But if you want to go for the master's, I can also explain that to you because you have 3-year transcript. Most people who are applying for master's have a 4-year bachelor's degree or 4-year transcript. So if you want your HND to match up with a 4-year bachelor's degree equivalence in the US, then or the Canada, then you have to opt for what we call the WES evaluation or the transcript evaluation. So there is a website which is wes.org. I can simply type it in the comment so that you can understand very well. Let's see, ORG.
Okay. So for my application, which document will I need, except apart from my transcripts and my CV?
So right. So if you're applying for, which one are you referring to, master's or undergrad?
Undergrad.
So in terms of the undergrad, you only need your transcript, your certificate. We will need letters of recommendation, 2 of them. You should have a passport, and that's all. We are good to go. So let's talk to Jameen. How are you doing?
Hi, Mr. Fred. Good day.
Yeah, good day. How are you doing?
Thank you very much for your time.
Where are you talking to me from?
I'm from talking to you from Lagos, Nigeria.
All right, nice to connect with you, brother. Please, let's go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. I currently have admission with Bowling Green State University.
Do you say Bowling Green State University?
Yes.
In Ohio, right?
Ohio, yes.
Okay, all right.
So I went for my visa interview around June 27th, but got denied. So I'm going again on Tuesday. I deferred my application to spring. So I'll be going again on Tuesday.
All right, just this Tuesday?
Yes, this Tuesday.
Okay, so my team organizes mock interview every day for individuals who are preparing for the visa interview. It's unfortunate you were denied on the first attempt, but I love the confidence and your willingness to go for another time. So what we are going to do is that you send me a message on Instagram. I'll show my Instagram handle. If you go to Instagram, just search the Fred Effect. I'm verified, and then you send me a message. I will send you a link to our WhatsApp page where we meet every single day for mock interview, and then we will be able to review your DS-160 for you and also assist you with a possible question that you should expect, for your interview. So that is it. Any other question?
Okay. I've submitted my DS-160 already. I don't know if there's anything we can still do. In case you have any.
The embassy requires that at least you submit your DS-1s at least 48 hours to the interview. So if there is a need for us to go through and maybe there are some mistakes we can correct and stuff like that, then we'll do that. Hi, Max. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you. Good evening, Mr. Fred.
Yeah, good evening.
I currently have a Bachelor of Education in Special Education.
Okay.
And I also wrote the IELTS. I want to find out if I can get a full scholarship, let's say in special education. That is Master of Arts in Special Education.
Yeah, sure, you can. And I can give you some list of schools to look at. But first, tell me, what documents have you been able to put together?
Oh, so far, I've watched your videos, so all the documents you require, I have all of them ready.
All right. So the next thing we need to do is that don't let us limit ourselves to only one program. So in terms of you having, you said bachelor's in basic education. Is that what you said?
No, special education.
So don't let us limit ourselves to only special education. We can look at other programs. So you can get a master's in education. You can look at educational counseling, educational psychology, even higher education. These are all fields that you can look at. The fact that maybe somebody has a bachelor's degree in mathematics does not mean they should only apply for master's in mathematics. So if you widen go ahead.
Yeah, I was wondering if I can explore this option too. I work as a police officer, so I was wondering if, though I don't have any educational related certificate in any security issues apart from my training, I was wondering if I can do criminal justice masters.
Yes.
Will my work experience make me eligible to do the masters without any degree or
So
undergrad?
that's a very smart question. Yes, you can. So what you need to do is that before you go ahead and submit your application, every department has faculty members, right?
Okay.
Among the faculty members, there is somebody who is the HOD, or they call it the director of the program, or maybe a program head. So what you do is that you share your transcript and your CV. Remember, your work experience reflects on your CV. So when you
Okay.
share your transcript and your CV with an individual, so for example, I have a couple of friends at University of Guelph in Canada. Social criminal justice is a good program. So you have to talk to the director and let them go through your transcript and your CV to let you know if you qualify. So I switched from my field to a different field. However, when I was applying, when I shared my transcript and CV, they wanted to find out if I have an economics background and a mathematics background. So what it means is that I needed these prerequisites for me to be able to qualify to apply into the program. So before you go ahead and switch from your field, talk to the HOD, let them look at your transcript and CV. When they say yes, go ahead and apply. Yes, you can go ahead and apply.
I'm really grateful, Mr. Fred.
All right. I appreciate you for joining. Okay, bro, how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, Emmanuel, go ahead.
So I'll have a bachelor's degree coming next year, right? But then I'm trying to go in for another undergrad degree, like a data science.
Okay.
So I wanted to know if I'm applying, should I apply with my WASI or I should do apply with my um bachelor's degree.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
So, would you be, comfortable sharing with me the reason for wanting to have another bachelor's degree?
Well, my GPA wasn't that good.
Yeah, so the CGPA is not a problem, and that was the reason why I came, live to explain that the CGPA is not usually a problem. It depends on what strategy you want to use. So even if you want to switch from your field, you can still do that because I'm talking to you and thinking about how you intend to respond this. So admission and scholarship, for example, if you decide to send your documents to our team, we can secure an admission and scholarship for you easily for undergraduate. However, I'm looking at what if you're being asked at the embassy, why are you switching your field? Like, why do you have a bachelor's degree and now going in for another bachelor's degree? Do you have an answer to the question? Your CGPA not being good is not a good answer. Do you have an answer to that question?
I haven't even thought of that.
Yes, so let's think about that because it's not all about the admission and scholarship. At the end of the day, you can go through the process. If your visa is approved, that gives you the opportunity to come, right? But yes, I understand with you. I understand you. If you want to go in for a bachelor's degree, just like I said, my team can do that for you. And there are even universities that have what we call a second bachelor's degree. If you want to go a school like Kansas State University, it's located in a state called Kansas. So they have a second bachelor's degree, acknowledging that you already have a first bachelor's degree and you want to go in for a second bachelor's degree. So you can think through this and also understand that notwithstanding how low your CGPA is, you can still get into a master's degree program even with a low CGPA. I don't know if you're getting me.
I get it.
All right, bro, you're back. I can't hear you. I think you're
Yes, please. I'm back. Sorry, my network went off. So
Yeah, you need to also allow other people to come in. All right, go ahead. I'm listening.
Please. So we're talking about they're doing the evaluation for my HND in building technology and my top up for
Right.
quantity surveying. Yeah. So I would like to know, aside civil engineering, can I switch to a different program? Because it's like if I write to the professors, they are like, I've not done soil mechanics, and most of the courses I did is mostly construction related.
Okay.
So I don't know. I tried writing to Thomas Jefferson University also. I had a positive feedback from the professor, but it's like because I'm not having a civil engineering background, so it's some way. I don't know.
So let's
I
take
don't
it from
know.
here.
Okay.
It's actually fine, just like I said, that's the reason why some of us are there to make the process easier. So if you want to, first of all, take your time, go through the transcript evaluation. And
Okay.
when you're done, and then even if you want to switch, when you are before you apply to any university, just try and email your evaluated transcript to the HOD of the department. Add your
Okay.
CV to it. So there should be a reason for the switch. So maybe you had some prerequisites in your undergrad in your transcript, and also maybe your work experience at the moment aligns with what you want to study. So the decision to go ahead and apply should come from the department head, right?
Okay.
So just like I was telling somebody that sometimes they want you to have certain prerequisites. So mine, for example, they wanted me to have economics and mathematics background. So not only do they want you to have that prerequisite, if you do have that, you are going to be happy in the program. You don't want instances where you go and they are teaching something you don't even know what it is. You get it? So yes,
Okay.
you can switch. How do you do that? Talk to the HOD, let them see your transcript and CV, and they will be happy to let you know whether they can accept you into the program or not. All right, let's talk to Jenna. Jenna, how are you doing? You have to unmute yourself. Jenna.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, kindly go ahead.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you too?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you for asking. Please go ahead with your question.
Great. Please, I have my SHS transcript, and then I have diploma in business commerce. Now
Okay.
I want to study psychology or sociology.
Okay.
What's the
So
advice you can give? Should
let
I
me
apply
understand.
as an undergraduate?
Okay, that was what I was going to ask you. Yes, remember that even if you want to apply for a PhD, it's possible. It depends on the process you want to go through. So yes, an undergraduate, it's possible, which means that because of your HND, you will be entering as, in a senior year, or what we call a transfer. You are not going to start from level 100. You can apply for
Okay.
master or a PhD if you are willing to evaluate your transcript. So which one are you willing to go for? And if you have any questions about that, I'll be happy to respond to that.
With the evaluation, okay,
Mm-hmm.
so what I want to know is, looking
Mm-hmm.
at the background that I have already in diploma, is it
Right.
possible that I can change course as a transfer student to study sociology?
That would depend on our conversation with the school. So the reason why you are being allowed to transfer is because you have a certain qualification. So what you're asking me is that, okay, if I have an HND in biology, is it possible
Yes.
that I switch to do maybe a bachelor's degree in music? So you see the difference. The reason
Yes.
why they are accepting you as a transfer student is because they have accepted that you have completed some courses which qualifies you to continue the program from there. So when you are switching automatically with an HND as a transfer student, like having a bachelor's degree in, let's say, sociology, and you want to maybe bachelor's degree in music, like an HND in music, or maybe an HND in fashion and design, and you want to switch automatically to, let's say, nursing, that is a bit difficult because you're applying as a transfer student. So you need to satisfy some of the level 100, level 200 course. That is the reason why they are not making you to start afresh. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Okay, so what it
So
means is that,
you need to at least opt for a program that is a little bit related to what you studied
we
at the HND level. So maybe
okay,
if you have nursing or midwifery and you want to do biological science, it's acceptable.
okay,
If you have a management, you want to do economics, is acceptable. But a complete switch, highly possible, but we need to talk to the school first, share your HND transcript. If they are completely going to accept you into a different program altogether, even though you do not have the underpinning in terms of the first year and second year.
okay.
All right. Let's talk to another person. Robert, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. How about you too?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you for asking.
All right. Mr. Fred, as you can see, preparation towards the visa is a very crucial moment with regards to study abroad.
Right.
And as a matter of fact, it is popping up that using student loan to finance your education abroad. I wanted to ask, would that have any rampant effect when you go to your visa interview?
So that's a smart question. So for me, I have had opportunity to ask a lot of people who actually have a bachelor and who actually have the loan in terms of securing their visa. So in terms of the visa interview, it boils down to your level of preparation and how you are confident in terms of responding to the questions, how you actually put your DS-160, which is the main visa, which is a bulky document. So you get somebody to review that for you and all that. So basically, that's what it boils down to. Are there people who have had a loan and yet gotten their visa approved? Yes. Yesterday, I spoke to one person from New Jersey. You can definitely get your visa approved if you use a loan. It depends on your level of preparation and how you go about it. Are there people even with full scholarship who have gotten their visa refused? Yes, there are people like that. So in terms of the visa approval, it depends on the approach you go in with and not necessarily you having a loan or any other thing. So people with full scholarship, partial scholarship can get denied or approved, and people with loan, the same thing. You prepare very well and you're good to go.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
All right, let's talk to Abdul Karim. Abdul Karim, how are you doing?
And I'm fine, and I'm calling from Sierra Leone.
Okay, all right, let's talk, bro.
And I have graduated with Bachelor of Art in Mass Communication, and
Okay.
I don't know if I can apply for another undergraduate program like social work. The reason being, my work of action now, I'm currently working as an outreach coordinator for one local NGO, which is more of social work and duties. So I don't know if someone can apply for another undergraduate program, irrespective of he or she has already got a bachelor degree in another field.
Yes. Can you apply? Yes, you can apply, and there are even universities and colleges that have such programs like second bachelor's degree, and then so a university like Kansas State University, you can look at that university. They have a program like a second bachelor's degree, which means that they acknowledge that you do have a bachelor's degree and then you want to pursue a second bachelor's. Apart from that, any other university will also give you admission if you apply with the right qualifications and document. But what you have to understand is that in terms of bachelor's degree, if you want to increase your chances of getting a full scholarship, then you should be prepared to sit for an SAT or ACT. If you have these exams, it increases your chances of getting the admission with full scholarship. You have another question, bro?
Oh, no.
Okay, let's talk to Invest. Okay, Invest, I think you're muted, so you have to unmute.
Good evening, Mr. Fred.
How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm okay, thank you for asking. Please go ahead.
Okay, I'm calling from UK, Cheltenham to be precise.
Right.
Okay, I've got a degree, a BSc degree in statistics, and
Okay.
I just rounded up my program, my MSc program in data science. I just wanted to know, is it possible to get a fully funded scholarship to study biostatistics, like get another MSc?
Okay, yeah. I am doing a second bachelor's degree, a second master's, So yes, you can. So you said your bachelor's degree is in what?
Statistics.
And then your master's is in what?
In data science.
Okay, and then you want a second master's degree?
Yeah, in biostatistics.
Highly possible. So just like I've been telling everyone, you find a school which you're interested in, email the HOD of the department, share your previous transcript. And I think you even have an advantage. That's one thing that helped me when I wanted to pursue a second master's. Now, mostly the scholarship is a job. So it's either a graduate research or teaching assistantship position. So if you have a master's degree, normally they see you above somebody else coming from a bachelor's degree qualification because they think you have the qualification and because of your profile, you'll be able to do the job better as compared to other applicants. So that increases your chances. So normally people would want to hide their first masters, but no, don't do that. You can combine the two, and then your chances of now you are above anybody who is applying, especially if they are coming from the bachelor's degree level, and then you're good to go. You have a second question?
No, that would be fine. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for joining in. So let's talk to Kwame. Kwame, how are you doing?
Hi, Fred. I'm good, and you?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you for joining. Where are you talking to me from?
Okay, I'm talking to you from Ghana, Accra precisely.
Awesome. Please go ahead.
Okay, so I also have a degree in business administration, and I have I'm qualified as a chartered accountant, but I'm planning of going to do masters in US next year, and I wanted to know my chances and also if there are scholarship opportunities where I can apply as well.
So you say your bachelor's degree is in what?
Business administration.
And then what program are you interested in?
Accounting or accounting and finance.
Okay, great. So to be honest with you, in terms of the business related programs, you would want to most importantly speak to the HOD of the department because the field is mostly a professional field that it fetches. A lot of universities do not have funds for that. So the trick I can give you is that normally if you opt for a dual master's degree program relating to business, it increases your chances of the admission and full scholarship. So, some universities like the University of Utah, they have a dual master's degree program. So you can opt for MBA and maybe plus accounting. If you want to apply to Southern Illinois University and Carbondale, they have a master's in accounting. So if you're not writing GRE or GMAT, if you have a GRE or GMAT, your chances of full scholarship is really high. If you don't have that, then I would urge you to go in for a dual master's degree program, or you can decide to opt for another program which will give you a good scholarship, making the visa interview easier for you. And when you get here, you can decide to switch.
Okay, all right, sure.
I appreciate you for joining. Millicent, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm okay, thank you. Where are you talking to me from?
From Ghana.
Awesome. Please go ahead.
Okay, so I am an HND marketing student, and I would like to know if I can apply for masters for supply chain management.
All right. So you have a 3-year HND.
Yes.
Okay. So I've been telling everybody, if you have an HND, the best way to go in for masters is that you can actually apply with your HND, the 3-year transcript.
Okay.
But, most people who are applying for a master's degree already have a 4-year transcript.
Okay.
So normally it's difficult to compete with somebody with a 4-year transcript when your transcript is 3 years, right?
Okay.
So if you go through what we call transcript evaluation, it makes it easier for you.
Okay.
So if you are willing to go through the transcript evaluation, that would be helpful.
Okay.
You have a
question?
question?
My other thing too is that, yes, I do. My sister had already booked a one-on-one with you, and then I already am privy to the documents that are required to apply for the masters.
Right.
We tried to book with you today, but then we are the ones who couldn't talk to you. So I'd like to know if so my date has been scheduled to 30th on your calendar, and it's too far for me. So I would like to know if you can do anything about that.
My schedule is a bit tight. Sorry about that. I waited for you guys and we couldn't speak. So I'll try and see if I can squeeze some time. Then we can reschedule for an earlier time.
Okay.
Hopefully that would be very helpful. All right, let's talk to Derek. Derek, how are you doing? Hi, Derek. How are you doing?
Hello.
How are you doing,
fine.
Derek?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm okay. Thank you for asking. Please go ahead.
Please, this question relates to my sis. Currently, I'm in the first year in Legon.
Okay.
But my sister, I've told her to join, but she's a nurse, and she's on duty, so she asked me to ask the question on her behalf.
All right.
Okay, yeah. She's a nurse, and she wants to pursue a degree in either US or Canada. So she asked whether is it possible for her.
So when you say she's a nurse, what qualification does she have?
Diploma. She has diploma in nursing.
Which is a 3-year diploma, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, sir.
Is she interested in a master's or an undergrad, like a top up?
Top up undergrad.
Yeah, okay, that makes it easier. Just like I said, my team is currently working on such applications for people for free. So she needs to do is to put together the required document. So she should get a passport. You should get 2 letters of recommendation. It could come from the diploma school or it could come from work. And then she should also get her transcript and then set up a meeting and we can start application from there.
Okay, all right. She just applied for the passport. So if anything to be for maybe next year September.
Which is absolutely fine.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, nice talking to you. So your name is Derek, right? Or Ado?
No, Derek.
Okay. All right. Ado, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you for asking. Please go ahead.
I'm here because of my wife about her program. I emailed one of the schools about public health.
Okay.
But they directed me to School of Public Health. That's so fast or so. And I started application, but it's around $145.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
When I saw the cost, it was something very expensive. So I couldn't proceed again. I said, let me come back to find out from you. Either I should go ahead or I should evaluate her transcript.
What qualification does she have?
She has 3 years diploma in midwifery.
Okay, and then you are aiming at a master's degree for her.
Yes.
Okay, so to make her very competitive, you should consider evaluating the transcript. Remember that she can directly use the HND to apply, but most people applying for masters would have a 4-year bachelor's degree. So tell me, if you are the admissions committee and somebody is applying with a 4-year transcript and another person have a 3-year transcript, who would you admit?
I'll admit a 4-year.
So in order for her to be competitive, the transcript evaluation would make her qualification as competitive or equivalent to a 4-year bachelor's degree. That makes it easier for the admissions committee to understand her qualification, give her a better CGPA that you can use to apply. And remember, in terms of public health, most universities require that you go through the SOFAs, but there are some universities that would allow you to apply directly on the university website. So Northern Arizona University, for example, they have a public health program that you can directly apply through their portal without having to go through SOFAs. All right, let's talk to Hodrin. Did I get the name right? If I didn't get it right, you can correct.
Yes, please, Fred. You got it right.
How do you pronounce it?
Hodrin.
Nice. Go ahead.
Okay. Fred, how are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. It's currently 3:34 p.m. in Arizona, so I'm doing good.
That's great. I have an HND certificate in mechanical engineering, first class, and I've been trying to get admission with full scholarship in the US, but it's not working.
Right.
I wanted to ask how I can go about it.
Yeah, it has to work. So yours is a 3-year HND, correct?
Yes, please.
Okay, and then are you looking for a top-up or a master's?
I'm looking for a top-up undergraduate.
Oh, then it's easy. My team can do that for you for free. So get your documents, like get your transcript from your HND, get your certificate, get your passport, and then there is a link. I'm going to share the link on the screen. If you use this link, you can schedule a meeting. We'll discuss the entire process with you, and then we can, secure the admission and scholarship for you for free. All right. So thank you for joining, Hodrin. So if you are new to the TFE YouTube channel, currently this platform is the biggest in terms of an international student creating content and studying abroad and scholarship opportunities. If you've not subscribed, please do me a favor. Go to YouTube. If you're watching us live on YouTube, please click on the subscribe button. On Facebook, it's the Fred Effect. Follow that page as well. I share a lot of content on admission, scholarship, and visa for you to study abroad. A lot of testimonies are coming out of this channel because of the good content we share. So if you want to be part of the family, it will be great. We will be glad to have you. We are over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube at the moment, and you can be part of it and benefit from the numerous content, the useful content we share on the platform. So today I'll be sharing with you some universities that are currently waiving application fee. So if you want to apply to Northwestern University, which is located in the US, they are waiving an application fee at the moment. If you also want to apply to University of Dayton is located in Ohio. They are waiving the application fee, and their scholarship is up to about $30,000 for people who want to apply for a bachelor's degree. Remember, the University of Dayton application fee waiver is for undergraduate. You can also apply to Yes, so you can also apply to University of Wisconsin in Milwaukee. So the application is free for undergraduate. That is University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee. They have a free application for undergraduate if you want to look into that. Then Denison University. Denison is Denison. Denison University. You can also apply for free. So no test course is required. So if you don't have SAT or ACT, that's absolutely fine. You can also apply. Clarkson University is also located in the US. There is no there's no application fee, and they have an IELTS waiver as well. All right, so let's continue. If you want to have a conversation, you can join me live and then ask your question. Richmond, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Fred, how you doing too?
You decided to put your phone somewhere.
Yeah, you got me in the kitchen,
Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Yo, I want to say big ups to you, bro. I've been following you since I was in Ghana, but currently I'm in the US. And
Great.
I want to say you are doing a very, very, very great jobs, man. I used to watch all your videos, and Charlie, God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. But
I appreciate this.
Yeah, straight to the question. I'm just here. I wanted to speak on behalf of my wife. She has a degree in finance, and we have been trying to see whether she could get, a school in the US or in Canada, with full funding and all that. But I think that has been a challenge. I don't know. So I just wanted to reach out to you to see how best you can be of help.
Okay. So you said she has a qualification in what? Accounting.
Yeah, accounting.
Okay. So, bro, to be honest with you, most of the business-related programs, getting full scholarship for it's challenging, right?
Yeah.
So I can explain a couple of ways you can use. One, if you want to, pull her through F2 or, as a B1, B2, so that when, she gets into the system, she can switch. Are you from Ghana?
Yeah, from Ghana.
Yeah. So if, when you have a non-immigrant visa, you can renew your visa without having to go for the interview. So you can do what we call a drop bus. So if she's able to secure an F2 visa, she can get an F1 visa, switch to whatever school she wants to. And when she gets into the system, it's easier to get that. Another thing would be that try and switch from the business field so that it increases her chances of getting the full scholarship, making the admission and scholarship easier. When she gets into the system, you can decide to go into whatever field you want. And these are advices maybe I shouldn't put on social media, right? So you can use any of these alternatives I spoke about. It makes life easier for you guys.
Okay, all right. So I've also been looking for ways to reach you personally, but I think I sent you a message on Facebook. You met me. I went to Twitter. You sent me a whole write-up. I was like, yo.
All right. So it's a bit challenging. If you can message me on Instagram, I try to keep up with my messages. I'm sorry I'm not able to respond, but send me a message on Instagram. Let me know we spoke, and I'll quickly send you my number, and we take it from there.
Right. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Thank you so much. We would like to hire you.
Which state are you?
I mean, currently I was in Maryland, but currently I'm in North Dakota.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Nice to talk to you, brother.
All right. Nice to talk to you. So I was.
Okay. All right. So let's talk to another person. OJ, did I get your name right? Did I get your name right? Is it OJ? Did I get your Okay. Oh man, I think my brother have network issues. Bro, let's see if you can connect, get a better connection so that we can speak. Hi, OJ, how are you doing?
Okay, good day, Mr. Fred.
Yeah,
Good
good
evening,
evening. How are you
everybody.
doing?
I don't know if you can hear me better now.
I can hear you very loud and clear.
Okay. We've actually had a conversation before. That was like sometime late last year when I started my whole application process, the whole journey.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So actually along the way, I've had some issues and I've been trying to reach out to you, but it's not been easy.
So
I
we are
actually
talking
joined the
now.
space
Let's go on.
you joined with Cherry. So I actually have some questions that I would need you to help me look into, please.
All right, please go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay. First of all, one of the issues I'm having is I have a low CGPA. It's a 2.2, and after converting to the 4.0 scale, it came out to a 2.47. So which is really, really low. And most of the schools I've been seeing, their CGPA requirements were 2.5, 2.7. So I don't know if that has been the major issue that has been affecting my applications, because I've gotten about 3 denials, but you encouraged me not to give up, and I wouldn't give up. So though I'm still applying the other processes you outlined in your video, one of the videos you dropped earlier last year, something like that.
Right. So,
but I'm also looking at other options, like probably switching courses. Like, what other courses would you suggest I apply for the graduate degree? Because my undergraduate degree was in electrical electronics. So what other courses would you advise me to apply for rather than just going with the engineering thing?
I want to be sure if you have any of these. Have you evaluated your transcript?
Yes, West evaluation. It came out to a 2.4.
Oh, that is great. 2.4. So you know that one of the least competitive universities are the ones that require transcript evaluation, right? Because a lot of people, as you can know, that the transcript evaluation is a little bit expensive for a lot of people, right? So if you have that, targeting the universities that actually require the transcript evaluation, just that unfortunately sometimes you would have to pay for your transcript to be sent to the school.
Okay.
Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. So if you want to target that, that is absolutely fine. The second thing is, I don't know if you've sat for GRE or GMAT. Do you have any of that?
No, I didn't. I didn't sit for GRE or GMAT.
And then, do you talk to the HODs of the universities before applying?
Yes, I always, in fact, your guidelines have been my standard in applying. I always send an email to either the HOD or the admissions officer before applying.
Okay. So what I would urge you to do is to use these tactics, and I'll be happy to review your SOP and then your CV for you. If you could get that into my email, that would be great. I would highly encourage
sir, that was also one of my requests. One of the things I wanted to request, if probably I didn't formulate my SOP properly, I wanted you to help me review it too.
That's absolutely fine. That. So you can get that into my email. I'll be happy to review that for you. My last word to you is that it's highly possible. You know, I think your CGPA is even up, and for you to go ahead and pay for transcript evaluation, you know, really shows how serious you are about the entire process. So I will urge you to go ahead and not to give up. It's definitely going to work out for you. You know, there are a lot of people who have been able to do it. You wouldn't be the first person, right? Okay, so let's talk to another person. So if you want to sign up for the study the PhD and master's degree master class or mentorship program, you can use the link. So what we do is to be able to, we meet every single week, which will be a private one-on-one, and go through the entire process from application until you get your visa approved. In terms of individuals who have high school or HND qualification, if you are interested in a bachelor's degree, my team is currently working on that for free. So you don't pay anything. All you need to do is to schedule an appointment. We go through the necessary, information we need to give you, and then we'll start working on your application for free. So if you want to join in to ask a question, this is the link you can use to join in. and ask your question, you can just copy that and paste it into your web browser. You click on it. You don't need to install any software, and you can join me live and ask your question. If you want to schedule a private one-on-one conversation, this is the link to use. I'm showing that on the screen as seller.co/4GIW. Sometimes it's just a private conversation you need. And of course, if you need help, you have an HND or a high school qualification and you need help, with the free application my team is currently offering, this is the link to use too. And for the masterclass or the mentorship program, if you have a master's or and you want to apply for a PhD, you have a bachelor's, you want to apply for a PhD or master's, this is a one-on-one private expert assistance that we can get to hold your hands and walk you through the entire process so that it makes life easier for you. Let's see if we can talk to more people and we take it from there. Am I getting your name right? Toki or Toki? Wait, how do you pronounce it?
It's okay.
Miss Toki. Okay, please go ahead.
No, okay.
Toke.
Yeah. Yes. Good
Okay.
evening.
Okay. Please go on.
I'm from Nigeria. Okay.
All right.
So I have a bachelor's degree in dramatic arts,
Okay.
and for now,
Do you say dramatic arts?
Yes,
Drama and arts, right?
dramatic arts. That's the way it's been written, like dramatic
Okay.
arts.
All right. Please
It
go on.
has to do with radio, television production.
Okay.
That's mass
Okay.
media, acting, and all of that.
Right.
So ever since I graduated 2016. I've been into woodworks, furniture making. So I want to change my course entirely. I'm looking to apply for a master's in another course. I don't know how to go about it. I don't even know how to start.
All right. So you have a bachelor's, but you are interested in a master's.
Yeah, I have a bachelor's in dramatic art, a bachelor of arts in dramatic arts.
Okay.
Then
I'm hopeful that.
ever since I graduated, I have not done anything relating to that. I want
Okay.
to change my field entirely, but I don't even know which field to go. I want to go. I like cybersecurity. I like interior furniture making and all of that. That's what I've been doing for the past 4
Okay.
years since I graduated. So I
All
don't
right.
know how to go about it.
That is absolutely fine. Thank you for joining in. And I'm hopeful that after this conversation, you will know how to go about it. So we need to, first of all, start from the prelims. So we need to know what documents have you been able to put together so far?
I have my transcripts. I have my certificate. I have my WAHEC. I have my NECO. I have all of my documents in that.
No,
I
relax.
have a copy of all of
Don't brush through. So I know you have all the documents. That's why I want to hear, so that I will let you know what you are missing, right? That is where we need to start from. So don't let us rush through it. So you said you have your transcript, you have your certificate. I'm talking about your bachelor's degree level, right?
Yes.
And what again? Obviously, you have a passport. What again do you have?
Yes. My WAHEC result and my NECO result.
Okay.
I have my international passport too.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Is that all?
graduated with a 3.0 GPA of 5.0.
Out of 5.0.
Nigeria
No
is
problem.
5.0.
Great. So the documents you've mentioned to me are what you have, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I am writing and I need you to be writing. So we need 3 letters of recommendation.
I have that.
Okay. All right. So apart from that, we will need the institutional email address of the recommenders. So sometimes some universities will allow you to put in the recommenders email, and then they are going to send a notification to the person to recommend you. I did not hear English proficiency letter.
Yeah, I have my English proficiency letter too.
Okay,
I graduated from
you need to get
Bafemi.
settled. Okay, it's okay, get settled. Let me go to another person. He seems to be not settled. Get a pen and a paper. We can take it from there. All right, let's talk to Nyakwa. Did I get your name right? I'm sorry if I.
No. Mwaka.
Mwaka. Thank you.
Yes.
It sounds good. Mwaka. I think I should know better. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm from Nigeria.
Awesome. Thank you for joining me. You have a question for me?
Yes. Thank you very much for helping us, for helping the Africans. Thank you so much. Please, I want to switch to nursing. I had my BSc is a business administration,
Okay.
I'm also a certified accountant.
Okay.
I also have a PGD in accounting. So I want to know if I'll be able to switch to nursing. Then if I
Okay.
can also get a scholarship, please.
All right. I'm going to give you a very expert advice on this, right? But I don't know if I should say this on social media. Here's the thing. In terms of nursing, it really pays, right? And so if you want to come in for master's or a PhD in nursing, then they would require you to have some prerequisite, some biology background and all that. But based on what you told me, you do not have such background. Now, if you enter into the master's degree program, you are going to, face a lot of difficulties because they are going to teach things that they expect that you have a certain background in. So yes, you can switch, but it's either you're coming in for an associate degree in nursing, one, which is a 2-year program, or you're coming in for a bachelor's degree in nursing, right? Now, if you look at your age, getting admission for these are the levels. You can come in from associate in nursing, bachelor's degree in nursing, and then master's degree in nursing, of course, a PhD in nursing. However, for master's in nursing and a PhD in nursing, they will expect you to have some prerequisites, which in this case you don't have at the bachelor's at your level. So the feasible ones will be an associate degree in nursing and a bachelor's degree in nursing. However, do you think that based on the age and the qualification, if you are the visa officer, you will give yourself a visa to come and study associate degree or bachelor's degree?
Associate degree.
Yes. This is because of you not having the prerequisite. Other than that, you're going for master's or a PhD. So it's easy for you to switch. But the easiest way to get admission is the associate degree or bachelor's degree. But if you are interested in any master's degree program, you need to talk to the HOD if they will accept you based on your transcript. If you do that and they say they are going to accept you to come in for the master's, awesome. But mostly it will be difficult because of your background. So this is the suggestion I will give you.
Okay.
You can decide to opt for a master's or a PhD in a field that is related to what you did. It makes the admission, scholarship, and the visa easier for you. Now, when you get into the system, you can switch to whatever field you want.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yes,
Great. So as I'm here, it's easy for me to go into any field because I don't have to worry about visa.
Okay.
So if I'm speaking to you, I'm also thinking about which way will make the visa interview easier. So for the admission and scholarship, easier to get. How do you explain that you are now coming in for a bachelor's degree or you're coming in for a master, an associate degree at a certain age at the embassy? Do you get it? So please make it easier for yourself. If you want to apply for masters, if you see a master's degree in nursing, and I can give you a list of schools, just email the HOD. Sometimes they can even have an email conversation with you to understand all that your qualifications are. If they are ready to admit you, great. But if they are not ready to admit you because you don't have a prerequisite, my suggestion would be that opt for another field related to your qualification. Get admission and scholarship into the system. Now you can switch.
Okay, but right now I've applied to so many schools.
Right.
I've gotten admission, but I was not able to get scholarship.
That's what I'm talking about. Was it for nursing?
No, for my line.
Which university, what program did you get into? And I'll be able to share some thoughts with you.
Like University of Akron, they gave me business analytics.
For masters, right?
Yes.
Okay. The same way, there are a lot of programs because of it being in a professional field, and it also fetches a lot. It's challenging to get scholarship with them. So what you do is that if you want to go in for a master's in a business related field like MBA and stuff like that, one thing, you can either decide to opt for GRE or two, apply for a dual program. So you can get an MBA and then an accounting, which is a dual program. They give you full scholarship. It makes life easier. Other than that, most of the business related field, because of because it fetches a lot after you graduating, getting scholarship for them mostly becomes a bit challenging. So opt for a dual program. So I'll give you a university like University of Utah. They have a dual master's program, maybe business analytics and an MBA. If you apply this concurrently, like apply for this dual program, you get a full scholarship. It makes life easier for you. I appreciate you for joining. Miss Nwaka.
University of what?
Utah is UTAH. UTAH. All right, Mr. Nwaka is gone. Vanessa, how you doing?
Hello, I'm fine, and you?
I'm okay. Please go ahead with your question.
Yeah, please. So I wanted to ask you a question. I have a bachelor's degree in geography and regional planning, but I have a from UCC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For which hall are we?
I was in SRC Hall.
Oh, I see. That's the hall. Anna.
So a new horse no museum.
See, that was what you were affiliated to from level 100.
Yes, please. Yes.
So I also graduated from UCC, so nice talking to you.
Same here.
All right, go ahead.
Please, so I have a bachelor's degree in JRP, and then I wanted to do my master's either in geography or communication, but I have a low CGPA, below 3.0, and then I wanted to know some of the universities that accept low CGPAs, and also they give like scholarships, or maybe there's another way out.
So let's understand that every university gives scholarships, and then every university could be able to admit you. Because of our current circumstance, we need to apply a strategy that could make us easy, make it easy for us to get admission on the scholarship. Do you get it? So what's your CGPA?
Please, it's 2.5.
The 2.5 is okay. That's absolutely fine. So let me ask you which of these you are willing to go for. Are you willing to evaluate your transcript?
No.
Okay. Are you willing to sit for GRE?
No.
Okay. So how about improving the other application documents?
Okay.
Okay. So you can write a good SOP, and then you can send it over. I'll be happy to review them for you. The second thing is that go and get good recommendation letters from the professors on campus, and their professional email address, and your CV to make sure that it is revised by someone so that it gives you the best of standards. You get it? Did you do any project work?
Yes, please.
Was it a group one, or maybe
individual?
Yeah, I know the GRP people, they do individual. That's great. So you have that research work that is also going to help your process, right?
Okay.
So if you're able to do this, there are a list of schools I can give you. When you go to their website, they may say that we accept a CGP of 3.0. No problem. Try and talk to the HOD of the department, right?
Okay.
So we can look at Ohio University, OHIO, Ohio University. Urban University is AUBURN. Urban University is located in Alabama.
Okay.
I can give you a list, but let's have chance for other people to come in as well. Of course, you can have a private one-on-one conversation, and then we can talk. Okay, are you back? You can unmute yourself. You're muted. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I don't know how to do that. Oh, God help me.
Hello. Okay, so Teke is not ready. So let's go to Enoch. Enoch, how you doing? Hi, Enoch, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, Fred.
Yeah, thank you for joining. Please go ahead with your question.
Okay. My question is that I completed a college of education, okay, with a bachelor's degree. But most of the universities, when it comes to letters of recommendation, they want it with an institutional email. But unfortunately, my college does not have. Okay, so they have this gmail.com and other stuff. And because of that, I've also been looking at whether there is colleges without they requesting for, letters of recommendation, college, not the university. So if you can help me out.
So you said you have what? What do you have? Your qualification?
Bachelor of Education.
Okay, and then you want to apply for what?
Education,
A master's.
masters in education.
Okay.
But when it comes to letter of recommendation, they require institutional email, of which my college do not have, and most of the professors they use the gmail.com.
When you say your college, what does it mean? Like what your college does not have?
Yeah, college of education, they don't have, like use a professor at ucc dot. No, they don't. It is their name at gmail.com.
Let me show you a way around it. So don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better, right? So if you want to go in for maybe a school that would not require a recommendation letter, how about you getting a full scholarship as well? So what would you prefer? So if there is always going to be a challenge, but we should just find a way we can better go around it. So the first thing is that try and get a soft copy recommendation letter from your college, and
Okay.
especially as it has to be as original as possible, having the letterhead of the school or the college and everything, the professor
Okay.
sign it. So this is what you can do. Now, when you're applying to the school, you can email the admissions office or the head of the department you're applying to. Let them know the reasons why your university or your professor cannot submit the recommendation letter online. And then you will attach a copy of the recommendation letters. If they see how authentic it is, having the letterhead being signed, it being colored, they can add it to your application package without having to go through the online one. Do you get it?
Okay.
Also currently working, how about talking to some of your professors to also do that? And then you can even add the two of them meaning that you can actually use their Gmail or Yahoo Mail account, write an email to the admissions team, let them know the current situation of your university not having, all the professors not having an institutional email. These are the emails they have. And remember, the letter of recommendation would have the contact details of the professor. So apart
Sure.
from they having the Gmail account, they will have their phone numbers and they will sign with their names and their qualifications on the colored recommendation letter. Do you get it?
Okay, so it should be colored.
No, it has to be look as authentic as possible. Which document do you believe, photocopy or colored? Which one would you prefer?
Oh, okay, I
And we
understand.
already have one challenge of we not getting an institutional email, and it's not only you. There are a lot of institutions in Ghana that do not have such institutional email, so it's
Yes.
acceptable. But as the reason for the institutional email is that it's difficult for any ordinary person create to have an institutional email. Like my school email, for example, you cannot have it if you're not a student or worker in the school. You get it? So
Okay.
what we are trying to say is that the reason for the institutional email is to note that the recommendation is coming from a trusted source. Now, to make them understand that without the institutional email, it is still coming from a trusted source. That is how come I'm recommending what I'm recommending.
Okay.
All right. Let's talk to another person. So let's talk to Elisha. Elisha, how are you doing?
Yes, please, Mr. Fred. I'm fine, thank you.
Is it Elisha I know?
I'm not sure.
Go ahead.
Okay, please, Mr. Fred. I did Bachelor of Commerce in accounting.
Right.
So UCC.
Please go on. I'm listening.
Yeah, I applied to the Purdue University Fontwine.
Okay.
But I had an admission that was just last week for the
Mhm.
spring,
Okay.
2024. But I've been communicating with the director, that's the head of department, about any scholarship or available. But they told me it's only a teaching assistantship, then a research assistantship that is available.
Yes. So the scholarship is normally in the form of that. So the scholarship is in the form of a teaching research assistant. So in my first university, I was a teaching assistant. I was assistant a professor, and then in my second university, I was a research assistant. So that is the scholarship. So they are going to pay you your school fees, and pay you stipends. But in return, you work for the school.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, so if that is the case, then of course you have to go ahead and accept that. Philip, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Actually, this is my first time joining.
And this is my first time seeing your face, and you're a handsome man.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay,
Right.
so currently I'm in Canada.
Okay.
I came on a visitor visa.
Right.
But then I did medical laboratory science,
Okay.
and I had GPA of 3.44. So now
Okay.
I'm looking at doing a master's program.
Okay.
And I don't know whether Canada or US, any of them, because I have limited time here now currently.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what we have to do is to simply start the application. And
Okay.
if you have the time and the resources, I wouldn't want you to limit yourself. You
Okay.
can decide to apply to these two countries at the same time, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
whichever one that gives you a good offer, then that will be where you'll be moving to. So you
Okay.
said your bachelor's degree is in what?
Medical laboratory science.
Okay, and then what are you looking at?
I'm looking at doing a master's degree program or a postgraduate degree, a postgraduate diploma or something.
Okay. So what documents did you bring with you?
I have my transcripts. I have my
Mhm.
English proficiency.
Okay.
I have.
If I'm writing, I want us to work on something.
Yeah,
Um,
sure, sure, sure.
so you need to be sure what
Yeah,
document.
yeah, have them.
Okay, go ahead.
So transcripts,
Mhm.
English proficiency,
Right.
and then my other certificate, that's HND,
Mhm.
yeah, WASI, yeah.
Do you have 3 letters of recommendation?
Not yet, but I think I can get that.
Okay, so get that, and then we need a CV as well as an SOP or a statement of purpose.
Okay.
Okay, great. So if you've been able to get this
Mm.
now, with your Medilab, qualification, we
Mm.
can look at different programs. So we are not limiting ourselves, right?
Okay.
So what will be your first choice program?
Medical microbiology.
That is awesome. Second choice will be what? I want us to list 5 different programs so that we cast our nets wider and
Okay.
we'll be able to narrow it down as time goes on. So medical microbiology, what again?
Immunology.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, maybe chemical pathology.
Yeah, pathology, that is also fine.
And
Have
then
you heard about gerontology?
what?
Gerontology.
No.
Okay, I think it's something you should look into as well.
Okay.
We can also look at maybe biomedical science or biological science, any of
Yeah,
them.
yeah. Okay.
So
Sure.
I wrote it down. I didn't see you writing, but I'm writing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I'm
I'm
not going to
listening
repeat.
actively.
I'm
Sure.
not going to repeat them. So
Okay.
the reason is because I don't want us to limit ourselves to a certain field. So to be able to decide which of these programs we are going to apply to, this is what we are going to do. Now, I'm
Okay.
going to give you a list of schools. What we'll do is that we go to the university's website. We're not
Okay.
looking for a pen and a paper, brother.
No, I
So,
have it here.
so when you go to the university's website, we are going to
Okay.
look for the HOD of the department.
HOD of the
So,
department.
for example, University of Guelph or University of Saskatchewan. Which province are you?
I'm currently in Montreal,
Good.
Quebec.
Good. So we can list the US and the Canadian universities. You go to
Okay.
the website, locate the program you're interested in, find the HOD. Let's send
Okay.
an email to him.
Okay.
My name is this person. My name is Philip. I have this qualification. I'm interested. And as you are even in Canada, you can even drive to the location and have a one-on-one conversation with some of them.
Okay.
Right. And so when they give you a positive feedback on admission and funding, remember, some of them will respond, others will not respond. Others will tell you that, oh, we can give you admission, but we don't have scholarships. But others will say that we can give you admission, we can also give you scholarship.
Okay.
Right. So when you are able to get that positive feedback, that will narrow down. So some of the programs will along the line, we'll throw them away and only focus on the ones that says that we can give you admission, there's also scholarship available. So
Okay.
if you get this positive feedback, then all we need to do is to keep on, start submitting our applications.
Okay, sure.
All right, let's talk to Mustafa. Toke, let's see if we can hear you now.
I'm back. I can hear
Okay,
you.
where did we get to?
You said I should get a pen and I
What was your question? I've forgotten. I've been speaking to people for like 1 hour
Oh
now.
my God. Okay, I said I studied dramatic arts.
Okay. Yeah, I
I
remember.
have a
I remember.
bachelor's degree in dramatic arts with
Mm-hmm.
3.0.
Right.
I want to, okay, and I've not done anything relating to dramatic arts ever since I graduated.
You're fading
What I've
away a
been,
little bit. You're fading
huh?
away. You're
Okay.
fading away.
What I've been doing, can you hear me now?
Yeah, this is far
What
better.
I've been doing for the past 4 years is
Mm-hmm.
more of carpentry, business like carpentry. I've been
Okay.
into carpentry, interior stuff like that, business generally.
So
So I
you
want
want
to do a master's, but I don't know how to go about it and
okay.
the cost you even put in for.
What I want us to start with is what document you have been able to put together so far.
Okay, I have WAHEC, I have my NACO, I have
Mm-hmm.
my transcript, I have
Okay.
my bachelor's degree certificate, I
Mm-hmm.
have my CV, I have
Mm-hmm.
my proof of English proficiency
Okay.
written. I took it from the university where I graduated from,
All right.
not
That's fine.
professional. Okay. Then I have letter of recommendation. I have three.
Okay.
That's all.
All right. So, what programs are you interested in at the moment? I did not hear you say. You said letters of recommendation. How many do you have?
I have three.
Okay, you didn't speak about SOP or statement of purpose. Have you
I
written
have
one of
my SOP. Yeah, I've written it. I can forward it to you. Maybe you
what
can cross check it.
what field did you write that in?
You said what?
What field? The statement of purpose should be written according to
I
a
wrote
program.
one. I wrote one in business, international business management.
Mhm.
Then one in I've forgotten. I just read it about some months ago.
Okay,
But
you
I
shouldn't.
remember that of the international business management because I submitted an application
All
some
right.
months ago.
So which university have you applied to so far?
I've not applied to any university in US.
I
The
guess you
universities that I applied to in US sometimes ago I checked them on your channel and I saw some university and I applied. Then they were asking me for West
okay,
evaluation.
okay, relax. You just said that you submitted an application, and I'm asking you which university did you submit the application into?
I can't remember the name of the university. It's over a year. The moment
Okay.
they ask me for where
Okay, so no problem. Now let's look at the programs we can apply to with your qualification. What program are you interested in? What program are you interested
cyber security,
in? Okay, cybersecurity. What again?
cyber security, international business
Okay,
or business analysis.
all right.
Then I'm interested in data science.
Okay. Okay, so all these programs you're mentioning is highly feasible, but just that you just told me that you have a different background, which is dramatic art. So before we go ahead and submit our application to increase our chances of getting the admission, we need to speak to someone. And I've been telling people that getting a full scholarship for the business related field that you just mentioned is a bit challenging, even if you have the background in business without having to write GRE or GMAT. Now, at the moment, you don't have that, right? So, want
Yeah.
us, if you want us to increase our chances of getting the admission and scholarship, one, I would suggest that go in for the field that you have a qualification in order to get the admission, the full scholarship, and visa easily. When you get into the system, now you can switch. The second thing is
Okay.
you still want to go in for the business related field. Make sure that any university you are applying to, you will talk to the HOD. So you can look at University of Rochester. You can look at University of Wisconsin Milwaukee. We can also look at University of Utah. Before you apply to this school, make sure you talk to the HOD. Remember, you are switching all the way from dramatic art to business analytics. They would request that maybe you have some prerequisite. So share your CV and then your transcript with them. Let them review it and give you the go ahead before you submit your application. Other than that, mostly you throw your money away. So this process is supposed to be approached strategically. Don't just follow the fact that I want to do it. I want to get this. I want to get that. How do we get that? We
Okay.
need to have certain things that makes it easier for us, right? All right, let's talk to Mustafa. Mustafa, no, Ade. Ade, how you doing? Ade, how you doing? Can Ade hear me? Ade, you're muted.
I'm fine. I'm fine, thank you.
Sorry,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I've kept you on for a very long time. Sorry.
Yeah. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Fred. I'm
Right.
actually calling from the US.
Okay.
I'm calling on behalf of my son, who is based in Nigeria.
All right.
He had a bachelor's in computer science.
Okay.
And then he's been looking for a school that will fund him. He wants to do his master's in any field in computer science.
You said he has a bachelor's degree?
In computer science.
Okay. Okay. If he has a bachelor's degree, it makes it easier. So I wish I was speaking to him personally so that I can know the document he's been able to put together and all that.
Yeah, he has put he has his West. He did West, like, yeah. And
So
he has his transcript, he has his passport, he has 3 references because he already applied to some schools.
okay, so let me know what specifically your questions are. What are your questions specifically?
Yeah, I'm actually looking for a school that will be able to give him funding.
Oh,
in the
that is,
US or Canada.
yeah, that is easier. So any school could be able to do that. I can give you a list of schools where I've had opportunity to assess people to, right? However,
Okay.
me mentioning them and knowing that I have friends there or assisted people there who actually got full scholarship does not necessarily mean that they already have scholarships available. So what you have to do is that the schools that I'm going to give you, he should go to their website, look for the computer science program, email the HOD of the department, share his transcript and CV with the HOD, and the HOD will let you know whether they can grant him the admission and also give him the scholarship.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. And again, he has I think he has an SOP. He has written an SOP in I think web design.
Okay.
Mm.
So another thing is that
Mhm.
in terms of the statement of purpose, every
Yeah.
department has a way you should write it. So it is okay if he has already written one. But for us to have a defined SOP for a specific university we are applying to, we first of all have to go through the process I'm talking about. Find out, because it could be that they don't even call the program web design on the university's website. You got it. And the university also has their own preference. How many pages should the SOP be? What are they expecting you to have even written in the SOP? So what he has written could be considered as a generic one, which is great. However, when we have a positive feedback after sending the email on, whether to apply or not, then we are going to tune our already written SOP to suit the requirements of the department we want to apply to.
Right.
So for now, whatever document he has, great. Let's focus on which university gives us a go ahead. Then we are going to, filter our qualifications to suit their preference, and we go ahead and submit.
Oh, thank you so much.
Let's look at University of Cincinnati. It's in Ohio. I'm sure you heard of it.
Okay, Cincinnati. Okay.
Yeah, University of Cincinnati in Ohio. We can also look at East Tennessee State University. It's called ETSU, East Tennessee State University.
Okay, East Tennessee.
Mhm.
Okay.
University of Rhode Island.
Oh, okay, Rhode Island.
Yes, University of Rhode Island. And then there is University of Nebraska. They have a lot of campuses, but you have to opt for Lincoln, University of Nebraska, Lincoln. Which state are you?
I'm in Florida.
Okay, then we can look at Florida State University.
Florida State University.
Yeah, and then there's also Florida Atlantic University.
Okay.
And then there's also University of Florida. Then we can look at University of Alabama. It's located in Tuscaloosa.
Okay.
All right. Then there is
Alabama.
University of Alabama. The city is called Tuscaloosa. And then we can also look at another university in Alabama called the University of Alabama, Birmingham.
Alabama, Birmingham.
Yeah, I appreciate you for joining. Let's talk to Mustafa. Mustafa, salam alaikum. Oh, Mustafa. Oh, Mustafa's network is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Mustafa, salam alaikum.
Hello. Hear me, sir?
Yeah, Mustafa, salam
Yes.
alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud
Can
and
you
clear.
hear?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yes, sir.
man. Yeah, I
First
can
of
hear you.
all, yes. First of all, I would like to extend my profound gratitude for being here and engaging with you. I am in always following you in Facebook and social media, and I also.
Mustafa, let me guess. Based on how you're speaking, are you from Gambia?
No, I am from Nigeria. Nigeria.
Wow, you sound like a Gambian, honestly.
I am a Nigerian. As you can see, there is no light in Nigeria, so we are suffering in Nigeria. Yes, that is the truth. I'm just using torchlight, as you can see. You can see. So thank you, sir. Sir, thank you very much. My question is that I'm applying for the scholarship since the 2021 when I went to the national service. But I studied bachelor's degree 5 years in fisheries and aquaculture here in Nigeria. Yes, and I graduated as B-Hons in with upper credit, but the CGPA is not too high. That is 3.6 out of 5.0. But I have all the requirements for the scholarship. Unless I don't have the English proficiency test requirement, but I have the language of instruction from my former university, and I am using it. I even got some admission from the United Kingdom, but there is no funding. I got the admission for the sake of applying some scholarship that they require the admission, like Commonwealth and that of Chevening and so on, and Commonwealth Distance Learning Scholarship. So I just now realize.
Oh, Mustafa. Oh. Oh my goodness, Mustafa, please come back. All right, Mustafa's network is messing up. Ellie, how you doing? Oh, Mustafa.
Hello.
Oh, Ellie, Mustafa is gone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you. Welcome back.
Thank you, sir. The problem is Nigeria. Even the network is fluctuating. Yes, sir.
I think I understand everything you are saying, right? So, oh my goodness, Mustafa's network is not. Oh, Mustafa, send me a message. I'll call you privately. I think I enjoy your conversation, and the fact that you are really serious about the whole thing, even if there's lights out, the network is not helping, but still. Oh no. Okay, Mustafa. Okay, Ellie, go ahead.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for this program. So my name is Eli. I'm actually a medical doctor. I studied in Ukraine. I'm working in Ghana now. So I applied for an MPH program that was earlier this year. Yeah. In epidemiology. I applied through SOFA, so I basically did got the recommendation letters, SOPs, yeah. But unfortunately, all the schools that I applied to, I didn't get a positive reply from them. I was thinking probably it was because of my recommendation letters, because at that time, because I was kind of in a hurry, so I got 2 recommendation letters from my workplace. That is some of my senior colleagues that I work with in the hospital. Then I got just one from one of my vice deans in uni. So I mean, I want to apply this year again. I kind of redid the so far, so it cleared the previous recommendation letters. I've contacted my school. They even sent me a copy. They are like very willing to write strong recommendation letters. So they sent me a copy to kind of go through.
All right. So let's start from here. give me the list of schools you applied to. I'm going to give you a new list of schools. And then, of course, before you apply, please let's make sure that we are contacting the HOD first before you submit your application. So, what was the names of the universities you applied to?
So I remember Boston University.
Texas.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Then I think Claremont as well.
Claremont. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Then East Tennessee. East Tennessee, I think that was like for that, I'm pretty sure it was because of the time that I applied, because the deadline they had given had almost elapsed when I applied.
Let's go ahead.
Yeah. I don't remember that. I think there was George Washington too. Yeah, that was.
Let me give you another list to look at. Now, just like I said, you need to make sure that they are willing to give you the admission, they will give you the scholarship. So please make sure that you send your transcript, the evaluated one, and your CV to the director. Have a conversation with the director. Let them give you a go ahead to submit your application before you do that. Did you do this in the previous application?
Sorry. So you mean the West evaluated transcript? I should send it privately to them as well,
Right.
to the director as well.
This is the content of the email. Maybe hello, Professor Ellie. My name is. I hope this email finds you well. My name is Elisha, or my name is this person. I have this qualification. These are my background. I am highly interested in, let's say, the master or the PhD in this program. I want to know if I'll be considered for admission. I want to know if there are scholarships available. I have attached a copy of my transcript and CV for your review. I am available for an online meeting if that works for you. Kindly let me know if there are any other useful information. Then you would attach a copy of your transcript and CV. So the point is that, unlike back home when you're applying for school where you just go and purchase the forms and apply, over here you need to communicate with someone. Let them give you the go ahead to apply before you attempt to submit your application. Other than that, you risk not getting admission or getting admission without a scholarship. And of course, I'll be happy to review your SOP and stuff like that for you. So let me give you this list.
Okay.
And can you hear me, Ellie?
Yes, please, I can hear you.
Yeah, another thing is that I wouldn't want you to put your eggs in one basket. You said you are what's your qualification again?
I'm a medical doctor.
Okay, so if with that qualification, there are a couple of things you can opt for. What did you apply for initially?
Epidemiology.
Okay, so we can look at epidemiology, that is one. We can look at immunology, that is two. We can look at public health, that is three. We can even look at gerontology. Now, this is something you have to understand. That remember that if you are able to enter the system with whatever qualification, you can switch to the field that you are actually looking for. Do you get it? So don't put your eggs in one basket, that is one. Opt for different programs. So as I talked to you, I've listed like four: gerontology, public health, immunology, epidemiology. Are you there?
Yes, please, I'm listening.
Yes. So if you are not putting your eggs in one basket, it helps. So when you visit a website, like maybe if you go to ETSU website, you can email the directors of all these programs. Which one of them will give you a positive feedback? Remember, some of them will not respond. Others will say that we can give you admission, but unfortunately, we don't have scholarships available. Others will respond, give you admission, and also say that we can give you scholarship. But please, let's schedule a conversation to understand your qualifications and all that. You can schedule a Zoom meeting, you discuss with them. It gives you a lot of confidence even before you put in the application. All right. So let me give you, you have to look at University of Tennessee Health Science Center. It's another school. University of HSC, that's the abbreviation. So University of Tennessee Health Science Center. Can I move on?
Yes, please.
You can look at University of Texas Health Science Center. University of Texas Health Science Center. Can I move ahead?
Please.
You can look at University of Boston in Massachusetts. Ellie, I can go on and on. We can schedule a private one-on-one conversation. I need to talk to someone else. I appreciate you for joining. Hi, Dede. How you doing? Hello, Dede. You're muted, so you have to unmute yourself. How you doing? Hello, Dede, can you hear me? Okay, so if Dede cannot hear me, then we are. Hello, Dede, can you hear me? Okay, Oswald, how you doing? Can you hear me? Oswald, you're muted. Can you hear me? Okay.
Sorry for that.
Yeah. Where are you talking to me from?
Yeah, we are talking to Oswald. From Uganda.
Oh, Oswald, it's a bit challenging. Are you using a headset? If you're using a headset, can you take it off? Let's see if it's going to help. Hi. Hello, Oswald.
Like, can you hear me?
Yeah, this is good. Oswald, where are you talking to me from?
Yeah, very grateful to be to be talking to you right now.
Right.
I'm currently in Uganda.
Okay.
East Africa, Uganda.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, it's a pleasure to talk to you.
It's a pleasure to see you too, my brother.
Yeah, so I'm currently studying online from a
Okay.
US university.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Brigham Young University, Idaho.
Okay.
Through the Pathway program. But then I'm going to be finishing my program in December.
Okay.
BS in management, applied management.
Mm-hmm.
So after the online program, I'm looking towards applying for like on campus
Okay.
to any university which I would get admission with scholarship. But then I had not yet looked into the options and the various programs which maybe can be suitable.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said your bachelor's degree is in what?
BS applied management.
A BSc applied management. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Bachelor of Science.
okay, so it's English the first language of Uganda.
Yeah, English is the national language.
Okay. And then what programs are you aiming at?
I am aiming at programs which are related to what I'm currently doing.
All right, so
Management.
let's work on something. I'm expecting you to have a pen and a paper. Tell me what documents you've been able to gather so far, so that I'll tell you the list of. Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, I have access to my unofficial transcripts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unofficial transcripts. My CV.
Okay.
Statement of purpose. Though
Mm-hmm.
I think that's personal general.
Okay.
Then yeah, I can
Okay.
say generally
All right.
those.
So, how many recommendation letters do you have at the moment?
Recommendation letters. I talked with my with my teachers previously in the last courses, and they were like they can provide for me those. I've talked to like four, 5 teachers who have, because those teachers are in US. So, but then when I talked to them regards providing for me recommendation letters, they were positive on that.
Okay, then that's great. So we need 3 letters of recommendation. If we could get the soft copies, that would be awesome. You did not tell me whether you have an English proficiency letter or not. Oh man. Oswald, can you hear me? Oswald, you have to unmute yourself. Oh man, that's unfortunate. All right, so Oswald is gone. So please do me a favor if you've not subscribed to the TFE YouTube channel to subscribe. At the moment, it's the biggest in terms of an African creating content on studying abroad and scholarship opportunities. I share a lot of insightful content that has impacted thousands of lives who have been successfully been able to go through. My team and I are proud to be assisting a lot of people for over half a decade to their dream universities and programs, and you can also be one. So I'll be live often where you can join me and then we can have a conversation. I miss Oswald from Uganda. This is the first time I'm speaking to somebody from Uganda, right? On the live session. All right, let's talk to Sami. Hi, Sami. Let me know if you can hear me. You can unmute yourself and let's.
Hello, Fred. I can
Yes.
hear you.
How you doing?
I'm good, and you?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you for asking. Please go ahead.
Okay. Well, I have a bachelor's in information technology.
Okay.
I'm looking for a master's in data science.
Awesome.
So
And
I'm asking if you can help me with some schools who offer funding opportunities.
just like I've been saying, every school offers funding, right? You just have to talk to the HOD first. So the scholarship is given by the department, not the school. So it could be that in the same school, the Department of Economics have scholarship for their student, but the Department of Geography does not. So when you Google maybe master's degree in data analytics or whatever program you want to pursue, then you go to the department website, identify the HOD's email address, then we can email the director of the program to ask if we will be considered for admission and what are some of the scholarships we will be considered for. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Yeah.
And then my other suggestion is that please don't put your eggs in one basket. Please have like a first choice program, a second choice program, and at least a backup plan, right? So that when you email these directors, not all of them are going to respond. Some will respond, others will not. Some will give you, maybe we have a partial scholarship, but others will be positive and say that we can give you a full scholarship and then we can also admit you. So based on this, then you would opt for the ones that are positive on admission and scholarship.
Okay. All right.
All right. It's helpful. Hi, Mohammed, how you doing? Mohammed, please, you are on. Can you please go ahead? Hi, Mohammed. Oh, okay. Mohammed is not hearing me. Jami, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good.
Where are you talking to me from, please?
Okay, so I'm from Ghana.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, so I did my undergraduate studies in agricultural economics.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I wanted to study something related to that, or do data like data science, move into the data science or analytics field.
Yeah, that's feasible. So what documents have you been able to put together so far?
Okay, so I have my academic transcripts.
Okay.
Yeah, and then also I do have my certificate, I have my CV, and I wrote some SOPs that I applied to for some schools in the US.
Okay.
Yeah, I applied to Illinois Tech University. I was offered admission with a tuition aid of 14,000, but it wasn't enough to cover the full, journey.
So you said Illinois State University. What program was that?
No, not Illinois State. Illinois Institute of Technology.
Oh,
Illinois Tech. Yeah.
And you said they
And
gave
I applied for the marketing analytics.
you said they gave you 14,000.
Yeah, $14,000.
Okay. And how much was the deficit?
Come again?
How much was the deficit?
The deficit was around like $30,000 or so for the year. That's for tuition.
Why didn't you go ahead with it?
I didn't know. I was considering going for a loan to cover for the deficit, but then I don't know.
Yeah, so what we have to understand is that it's not all the time that the admission will come with scholarship. So normally when you have admission and then you have some sort of scholarship from the department, there are still a lot of ways you can go around it in terms of, being able to secure funds from the same school, but in other departments. So for example, my department is not the one that gave me my scholarship. I was rather working for a different department in the school. And that is how come I was given the scholarship. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah, you are.
But going forward, you need to talk to the HOD of the department. I'm not sure you did that for Illinois Tech. Did you do that before applying?
Yeah, I did. Email some professors, and then they told me that mostly I was actually asking if they have other means of funding, and then they were like, that's the only type of funding they have. And then I also asked if they do graduate assistantships too.
That is after your admission or before your admission?
No, that was after the admission.
All right. So we need to make sure we talk to them before the admission, what it means is that they would have even made you to understand that this is the type of scholarship they are offering before you put in your application, not after you've applied.
Okay.
So going forward, let's do things differently. Let's please
Okay.
email them before we put in our application. Also
Okay.
understand that when you get a partial scholarship, you can apply to other funding in the school for, to add up to what you already have. Let's talk to Humble. Humble, how you doing?
Yeah, very please, I'm fine. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, so please, my question is, I did non-HND for 2 years, and I just completed my HND for another 3 years, making 5 years. But here is the case. I'm looking into evaluate my transcript, both the HND and non-HND. I don't know whether it's possible.
Yeah, it's possible. So the when you say non-HND, that's the top up, right?
That's it's like Nigerians call it the OND.
Okay, so you need to combine the two of them for the evaluation body to evaluate it for you. That's the best way to go about it.
Please, after evaluating, is it possible of me getting getting a scholarship to do masters
Yes.
with?
So it gives you a good transcript and a good CGPA, which makes your application competitive, and then you can use it to apply to any program you will be applying to. So remember that not every university compulsorily requires the transcript evaluation. However, when you are even applying to a school that do not require the evaluation, you have to use the evaluated transcript for your application. So when you are done with the evaluation, you have an opportunity to download a copy for yourself. So you use that in terms of the application. Let's talk Lonko. Lonko, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Good evening.
Good evening. Where are you talking to me from?
Yeah, actually, from Cameroon, Yaoundé to be precise.
Okay, great. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to inquire from you schools that are offering scholarships for those interested in doing a data science program, a Masters of Science Data Science.
Okay, so I keep on saying that to be able to know, you just have to Google universities that offer data science, right? Now, the data science department has an HOD. So you have to email the HOD, attach your transcript to the email, ask the HOD if you can go ahead and submit your application, and what are some of the scholarships available as an international applicant that you will be considered after you gain the admission. So that is the way
Yeah.
to go about it. So it will be difficult for me to say that because maybe last year I assisted somebody to a certain university with a full scholarship compulsorily, that school has a scholarship. No, the scholarship is given by the department, not the school. So
Okay.
email the department head, attach a copy of your transcript and CV, and then the feedback they will give you will let you know if they do have the scholarships or not. Let's talk to Elsie. Elsie, how are you doing?
Hello, Fred.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing? Please go ahead.
I'm good. I'm speaking from Ghana. I have a
Right.
bachelor's degree in banking and finance, and also an associate of chartered accountancy of Ghana. And then I'm
Right.
looking at applying for masters in Canada with
Right.
full scholarship. I don't know if you can recommend some schools. I was initially looking at Memorial University, but it looks as if the course I was interested in is Masters of Employment Relations. It doesn't come with scholarship, so it's
Mhm.
very discouraging for me. If there are
What
any
did you say?
universities, please come again.
What program did you say you're interested in?
I was looking at employment relations
Okay. So first of all,
in Memorial University.
okay. So first of all, let's understand that it's not the best to limit yourself or to just put your eggs in one basket. So I need us to have multiple
Yeah.
choices or multiple options, right?
Okay.
Then the second thing is that um, saying that a certain university have scholarship or not is a bit challenging. So we need to email the HOD. So if you go to the employment relations program website on, let's say, Memorial University, Queen's University, University of Saskatchewan, University of Guelph, email the HOD, share your qualification with them, and ask if you will be considered for admission as an international applicant.
Okay.
All right, that's the only way to be able to find out. Again, if you have the resources and the time, I would highly suggest that you don't limit yourself to only one country. Normally, the Canadian application process it involves a lot, even though getting
Okay.
there is the best, but involves a lot. But if you have, the resources, you can add the US and UK or Australia to your options as well, because there are a lot of
Okay.
universities in the US that would even waive application fee for you. But Canada, you're looking at 110, 150 Canadian dollars. So you would want
Yeah.
to strategically as well.
Okay. Okay.
All right. I'll be
Thank you
happy
very
to
much.
Yeah, I'll be happy to have a private conversation with you so that I link you up with other programs we can look at if what we are looking at and what we are expecting doesn't go, and maybe some universities in the US and UK that we can also increase our chances. So sometimes if you want to go to one place, you can pass somewhere and get there. So for example, I have
Exactly.
10 years Canadian visa because I'm already in the US. It makes it easier, right?
Okay.
All right. All right. So, everyone, thank you for joining. Mr. Amos, Mustafa, I see you're back. Mohammed, Jerry, Bismarck, Ajoku, Chum, and then Chibuzo. I'm sorry, I've been live for like 2 hours now. Seriously tired. I need to charge my devices and stuff like that. But I appreciate you for joining me. My name is Frederick. I make videos on studying abroad and scholarship opportunities. You can check out my YouTube channel and subscribe to the channel. Be part of it. On TikTok is the Fred Effect. On Twitter is the Fred Effect. And on Facebook, the Fred Effect. And be part of the family. I'll be happy to assist you if you send me a message on Instagram and ask me all the questions that you want to ask. I'll be happy to respond to that. I'll be live the next time, so make sure to put us on notification so that whenever I'm live, you'll be part, and then we can have a progressive conversation in order to help you on how to go about your process. If you want to be part of the master's and then the PhD mentorship masterclass program, you can sign up using the link I'm sharing on the screen. Also, if you have an HND or have a high school qualification, even if you have a D7 or E8, remember you can still gain admission and scholarship to study abroad. My team is happy to work on this for you for free. So just click on the link I'm sharing on the screen, use that link, schedule an appointment, and we start your process from there. So if you want to schedule a one-on-one conversation, this is the link to also use. And anytime I'm live, you can remember join me live so that you ask all your questions via StreamYard. I appreciate you for joining. This is the Fred Effect. I want you to be positive and know that if you put in the effort, it would also pay off. Some of us, it was difficult for us to come from wherever we came to, but initially studying abroad used to be the privilege for the rich and the superior or maybe the advantaged people in society. Now studying abroad is for everyone. So the most important thing is following the right process, getting the right documents ready, talking to the right people, and before you realize, you get admission and scholarship to study abroad. I did my national service. If you're in Ghana, you know where Bole Bamboy is. I graduated from UCC, did my national service in Bole Bamboy. Even when I got my visa, it was a bit difficult to get money for flight ticket. And here I am, now mentoring you to also go through the process. So I've had opportunity to assist thousands of people to also go through the similar process. And I'll be happy to also assist you for you to make your dream become a success. Don't look down on yourself. Low CGPA, you don't have money, no problem. So be positive and know that everything will be fine. My name is Fred. Thank you for tuning in. This has been the Fred Effect. I'll see you in another live session. Take care of yourself. I'll talk to you some other time.